Okay, be honest for a second. How many times today did you stop yourself from doing something? Not because you didn't want to do it, but because of what someone might think about it. Because I've been catching myself doing this constantly, and it's kind of unsettling when you actually start paying attention to it. Like you'll have a thought, an idea, something you want to try, and before it even fully forms in your head, there's already this other voice going, okay, but how is that going to look? What are other people going to say? And then the idea just quietly dies. And you move on like it never happened. And the thing is, you don't even decide to do that. It just happens automatically. Like your brain has been doing it for so long that it doesn't even ask for permission anymore. And I think what makes this hard to talk about is that admitting it out loud means admitting that other people's opinion have that much power over you. And nobody really wants to say that. So everyone just quietly keeps doing it and assumes they're the only one. But honestly, I think most people are walking around like this all the time. Like, think about all the small stuff. You want to try something new, a hobby, a style, anything, and your first thought isn't whether you'd enjoy it. It's whether it would look weird, whether someone would have something to say. So you don't even try it. Not because you decided against it, just because that voice got there first. Or you say something in a group and it comes out slightly wrong, and you spend the next 3 days replaying it in your head wondering what everyone thought. When in reality, they forgot about it before they even got home. And none of these feel like a big deal on their own, but they add up quietly, and slowly every single decision you make is going through this filter. Okay, but what will people think about this? And at some point, you realize you genuinely don't know what you actually want anymore. Because everything you've ever chosen has been, at least in a small way, for someone else. I had this thing for a long time, where I'd completely change how I acted depending on who I was with. And I told myself that it is just being social, being adaptable. But honestly, it was just being scared of someone not liking me. And the strange thing about that is, if you're always showing people a version of yourself you think they want to see, you actually never find out if they like the real you, because you never show them. So whatever approval you're getting, it's not even real, it's for a character you made up. And that's a weird kind of loneliness, being around people all the time and still feeling like nobody actually knows you. Here's the thing that actually helped though, and it sounds almost too simple. Nobody is thinking about it as much as you think they are. Because you're the center of your own world, right? So it feels like everyone else is watching just as closely. But in reality, they are not. They're the center of their own world, dealing with their own stuff, their own embarrassing moments, their own voice in their head telling them everyone is judging them too. That thing you said that came out wrong, they forget about it the same day. That choice you were convinced everyone was judging, they moved on in about 5 minutes. And once that actually sinks in, not just as a thing you've heard before, but something you actually feel, something loosens a little. Now, I'm not saying stop caring entirely, because there's a version of that which just makes you careless and honestly a bit difficult to be around. That's not it. It's more about whose opinion you're actually giving weight to. Because right now it's probably everyone's equally. The people you know best and the person you met once at a friend's party 2 years ago. Same weight, same anxiety. And that doesn't really make sense when you think about it. So just start noticing. When you hesitate on something, ask yourself whose voice is actually in your head in that moment, and whether that person's opinion actually affects your life in any real way. Most of the time, the answer is no. And honestly, once you realize that, things get a little lighter. So take it easy.